our Tremolo series.
In this series, we're going to share with you tremolo pedals by some of our favorite manufacturers.
Thanks for joining us. Alright, today we're looking at the DynaTrem from Keeley Electronics.
Another great tremolo. And do not let the small size of this box fool you. This is a feature-rich tremolo. So earlier, one of the first episodes we did for the series, we looked at the Boss TR2. And I bring it up only because we mentioned how it had volume, depth, or speed, depth, and waveform. This has that. And so much more. So yeah, this is pretty feature rich. Where to start? So
The controls.
yeah, you have your classic depth and speed. We have a level knob, and we have a shape knob, which is going to give you
Starts with triangle, right?
triangle, ramp up, sine, ramp down, square. And I might have had ramp up and ramp down backwards. And if that's all it had, this would be a pretty impressive pedal, right? You could change your waveforms. You'd have a couple extra waveforms that the Boss didn't have. You'd have a level knob, because with tremolo you get that, because you're having your volume drop all the time. You get that perceived volume knob loss. So you'd have it would be an upgrade,
Right.
but that's not all it has.
But wait, there's more.
Wait, there's more. In the middle we have a three-way toggle, and if you remember back to the Dynamite Roto.
Yep.
Dynamite Roto that we did for that Leslie Sound series. That did beautiful things. This one does beautiful things. In the up position, you have a dynamic rate. So the harder you play, the faster the tremolo goes. When you back off, it slows down. In the middle position, you have a dynamic depth. So the harder you play, the more the tremolo throb happens. And in the bottom position, you have a harmonic tremolo. And so we've asked
Brian Wampler, Drew Swindle. Maybe that's it. I don't think we asked Josh Scott that question. Do we ask Dave Sestito? We've asked several pedal makers.
Right.
but
what it
not
is.
Robert Keeley, because we did not capture him yet, but he's in our sights.
Right. Did we ask Jamie Stillman?
Ooh, maybe. We might have.
So you can go back to the 19 Conversation series and look up those interviews and maybe find out what they had to say. But basically, a harmonic tremolo, our understanding of it is your frequencies, your highs and lows get split. And so instead of just having your volume go up and down, those frequencies kind of go up and down opposite of each other.
Right.
So it gives you kind of almost like a vibe kind of feel to it. When you engage that mode on this pedal, you no longer need a waveform. So the waveform knob then becomes reverb. And so if you're thinking about this, you turn the depth all the way off, you have a reverb pedal. So we have a tremolo pedal, we have our reverb pedal, turn the reverb all the way off with the depth all the way off, use the level control, you'd have a boost pedal, right? So you have a lot of functionality in this pedal without talking about sounds, and the sounds are amazing. So we'll get to that pretty quickly. Dynamic rate in the up position, your speed knob is no longer a speed knob. It is now a speed sensitivity knob. So it's gonna how hard you have to hit it to get that speed to go up. And I think we found about 1 o'clock you liked. So typically we would kind of run all the knobs. We're not going to do that. I think we're just going to run the different types.
Right.
To give people a taste that way. So we have it in the sine wave. We have the depth a little bit over noon. And we have the sensitivity on the speed up a little bit. But before we get into that...
2001 PRS single cut. Through the Beards, Tyler.
PT22.
That one over there. Beautiful new amp. Maybe an episode to come.
Maybe.
Reference tone here in the middle position. It did it all by itself.
That's amazing. It seemed like it sped up even when you're playing kind of lightly. So if we dialed that back a little bit, could you play?
Yeah.
So what happens now if you would go into like a big kind of chord like that? We like ramp up and ramp down too. So when it does that, when it ramps,
We should be like Batman and Throbbing or something.
So depth. Let's try depth. So now the speed knob is going to be acting more of our speed. The depth knob is going to be our depth intensity. So again, when he digs in and plays those big, kind of heavy power chords as loud as he can, it's going to get more throbbing to it, and then when you back off, it should get less.
Yeah, you can hear that throb going away at the end, or like a.
And then, so the only other setting on this is the harmonic trem. But when we kick it down to the harmonic, well, now before we go there, maybe we should do
The shapes.
different shapes quick. So, do we do that on the dynamic speed or the dynamic rate, or rate or depth?
Let's have it speed up and slow down with touch, right?
All right. So I'm going to go all the way to the first one, which is the triangle. Let you play, and then we'll start moving through.
This one. Takes a while to totally ramp down, if you will.
All right, so now harmonic trem.
Oh yeah, this is where the magic happens.
But I need to turn the reverb off on the amp. So we've turned off the reverb. We have turned on the harmonic tremolo. The shape knob no longer is affecting like the waveform. It's now reverb. So we've set kind of a medium speed, kind of high on the depth.
Yeah.
Pick something a little more
melodic-ish.
Melodic-ish. And we'll let Pat play through that, and then as he plays through that, we're just going to dial that reverb up. Mm-hmm. And we'll go... I guess we'll go all the way, but the reverb, it sounds really nice. No reverb on the amp.
Right. Dry as a bone.
I'll
give you a moment.
Yeah, I know. It's almost criminal.
I feel like someone turning my delay off. What did you just do? Excuse
Turn the
me?
reverb off on my amp.
Pardon me? All right. So...
Better you than me.
Watch out, Shimmer. It's coming for you.
Yeah, I was waiting for that to be horrible when it got up that high, and it never got horrible. Hopefully on film it sounds good because on film, but it sounds
the mic
great.
sometimes tells a different story that close to the speaker as to oppose the 8 feet over to us. But
in the room here,
it sounds big.
It
Even through a small 22-watt amp. Sounded great.
Sounds huge. Because we can. If we turn the depth all the way off.
And it's just reverb now?
It's just reverb.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's just great. I mean, part of me was like, but why would you want to do that? Just play that again. And as you're playing, I'm going to roll that harmonic tremolo back in.
Right.
Just because we can. Stop us.
Yeah. Yep.
That's fantastic. Mm-hmm. That pedal's fantastic.
It is really rich and very warm. Like you were saying, no matter where you turn it, you turn that harmonic trem all the way up that should get so weird and spacey that it's not usable, and you turn that reverb up that should get just annoying. There's not an annoying setting in that pedal.
Yeah. I really like the dynamic rate. I really like the dynamic depth. Mm-hmm. I'm in love with the harmonic trem on this pedal. There's been a couple times that I've wanted that since we got this. I keep pulling this one out. Like, Doesn't have like a tap tempo and doesn't have some of those other features,
Expression pedal.
but that harmonic trem on this sounds great, and I think the dynamic rate and stuff can be add a real kind of unique dynamic thing to your playing, right? You play off that when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
You're interacting with it. So it's not just an effect that's being kind of laid over your playing.
Yeah.
It's something that you're actually interacting with, and the way you play changes the way that it...
And vice versa. Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
it's an interaction, which...
Yeah, it's a very inspiring pedal, for sure.
Right. Way to go, Robert Keeley.
Good on you, Robbie.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
You should keep doing this.
Yeah. Nice. Beautiful. With that, I think that's it.
Yeah, that's great.
We have more pedals coming in the Tremolo series. There's more features, and that's what we're loving about this series, is that everybody has kind of their own little kind of niche or set of features that they're adding to these things. So there is a lot more to come.
Yeah.
So there is a lot more to come. So I might have to edit this. So there is a lot more to come. Oh my gosh, I don't know.
There's going to be a whole montage. There is a lot more to come. There is a lot more to come. There is a lot more to WNBC.
Right. Probably going to delete all this.
No, he won't.
Oh, yes, I will.
He's the editor. Yes, he will. If it were me, it would be in.
I don't know. We'll find out.
I don't know.
It's possible. So there is a lot more to come.
Did you talk about social media yet? Where are we in this wrap-up pitch?
So there's a lot more pedals to come.
Is there?
Yes. Check out the 23 pedals that we did in the season opener.
Yeah.
You can find out what's coming there. The season opener, dare I say, part 1. So please subscribe, hit the like button to join the journey with us through the Tremolo series. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook. There's we're sharing a lot of stuff on upcoming episodes and things happening there as well. And I think with that, you have to be.
It has to be. I thought there was more. There's more to come. With that, I'm PJ on behalf of the Beard, reminding you, no matter what you hear, you never have too much gear. Copyright strike and on its way? I don't know. Almost sounds like we're walking on the moon.
When I went to rate, you lost all your reverb because of your
Oh.
stuff.
That's all right.